Softball fans, we are now getting ready to start Game 6 of the day. New York Gremlins versus the Ohio Bombers. New York Gremlins will be the home team. Pablo Mikliavaca is pitching. Nick Mullins doing the catching. Leading off for the Bombers in the top of the first inning,
The battery here for the Gremlins.
the center fielder, Dustin Rutt.
Nick Mullins. And the pitcher number 77, Pablo Mikliavaca.
Absolutely perfect night for softball.
It's beautiful out here.
Got to be mid-70s. Absolutely perfect conditions to play in. Foul ball out of play. Count is 1-2 to Rutt.
Actually, Mark, we're sitting at a cool 71 degrees.
71 is beautiful.
The 7 o'clock game.
Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Sets down Rutt. Batting second, the right fielder, Lucio Redimer.
Broadcasting this game tonight is legendary Mark Hastings. Darren Hunt doing the announcing. Reggie Klein keeping the scoreboard. And myself, Mike Van Dyne, doing the color.
Ground ball to first base. Ochoa grabs it, steps on the bag, 2 away.
Now batting the designated player, number 27, Brandon Rutt.
And folks, that's the most VD has said in 2 games. He's finally awake. I think he was napping for a game and a half. We ordered a pizza and it made him sleepy. Just kidding, buddy. With 2 away, it brings up the designated player, Brandon Rutt. The pitcher, Migliavaca, hails from Argentina. Last couple seasons, he played with Hill United. Obviously, now he has joined forces with the Gremlins. Ground ball to Rimaki at third, over to first for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Ohio Bombers in the top of the first inning. No runs on no hits for the Bombers.
We are here live in Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlin Network.
Welcome back, softball fans. We're at the bottom of the first inning now. The Gremlins ready to hit away. Doing the pitching for the Ohio Bombers, Matthias Echevers. Looking at the lineup for the Gremlins, looks like they have most of their starters in and the heavy hitters. Only one I noticed that wasn't in the lineup was Ladislav Malarchuk, but seems like everybody else is in there playing this game, so it should be a fun one to watch. Leading off for the Gremlins in the bottom of the first inning, the left fielder, Matthew Waugh. Waugh tries to bunt, bunts it foul.
Somebody like Waugh can get down first base pretty quick.
Yes, if he drops a bunt down, gets it fair, it's going to be hard to throw him out at first. He flies down the line. Longtime member of Team Canada. Not quite sure how old he is, but he's been a heck of a player throughout the years. Another bunt try by Waugh. Pulls the bat back, though. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I believe that was a foul ball.
I believe that was a foul ball off the handle of the bat. Off the knob. Two the count on Waugh. Little half swing, fly ball out to left. Left fielder makes a catch for the first out of the inning.
Up in the third baseman, number 6, Jerome Ramaki.
Next hitter for the Gremlins, third baseman Jerome Ramaki. And this is a fun guy to watch hit. He can absolutely mash.
Got some size to him.
Six-time All-World Jerome Ramaki.
Sporting the bleach blonde hair.
Native of New Zealand national team. Oh, that hit him?
I don't think so. Umpire's not.
That's how good of a hitter he is. I thought it hit him, but he didn't want to go to first. He wants to hit.
Kind of like
He
Albert
said,
Bell.
No, I'm going to hit. Two-one to Ramaki. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside. 3-1. Up and away, ball 4 to Ramaki. So Ramaki trots down to first base. Brings up the center fielder, Ben Inoka. Ben is also a 6-time All-World performer in the ISC. I believe he won, I know one for a fact, the MVP at Circle Tap in 2019. Not sure if he has another one of those as well, but another outstanding player from New Zealand.
Oh. Good pitch there.
Yeah, not sure where that pitch was. Pitcher didn't agree with it. Again, if you don't get calls like that against this team, they're going to hurt you. Three and 0 to Inoka. Good pitch on the outside corner. Called strike. Counts now 3-1. Again, high and ball 4. So Inoka runs down to first base. Raymaki trots to second. First and second, one out.
Coming to play for the Gremlins.
Brings up the first baseman, Eric Ochoa.
Joe is in a good spot here to knock in a couple runs for the Gremlins.
Yeah, there's just no easy outs in this lineup. I mean, here's another guy that make a mistake and it's going to be planted in the trees out in right center.
For sure.
Oh, big swing, foul ball back behind us. 0-2 the count on Ochoa.
Very good spot right there.
Ball low. There's a good spot, though. Good 0-2 pitch. One two the count on Ochoa. One out. Bottom of the first.
Well,
there's a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder makes a catch in foul territory. Raymaki tags and goes to third. Inoka stays at first. So 2 away. Runners at the corners.
Not batting the designated player, number 53.
Brings up the designated player, Zenon Winters. Winters is a 5-time ISC All-World performer. From Australia, been around the game a long time.
have you said, Mark, this team is just loaded with talent.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it earlier. I mean, pretty much every one of their players is a part of their whatever country they're from, the national softball team. So just loaded with talent. Not sure what that was about, but the umpire behind the plate and Justin Zimmerman first
I
had
don't
a
think
little
Justin
conversation.
like that too much.
One ball, one strike. The count on Winters. Runners at the corner, 2 outs. Big swing from Winters, strike 2. 1-2 the count.
Runner on first base got a good secondary lead there. I thought he was going.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Echevers. Ground ball to first base. Zimmerman grabs it, steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. So no damage from the Gremlins in the first inning. They strand 2 runners. Going in the top of the second.
Bottom of the first, no runs, no hits.
Still no score.
On base.
Live here from Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlins Network.
Yeah, I do.
Leading off for the Ohio Bombers at the top of the second inning,
Catcher number 22, Conrado
the catcher,
Zenutino.
Conrado Zenutino. Big swing and a miss. There's a drive in the gap.
That's a shot.
That was a absolute shot in the gap. Inoka gets it in quickly. Stand-up double for Zanantino.
How about your third baseman, number 10, Rory Martinez.
Now batting for Ohio Bombers, the third baseman, Laureano Martinez. And we'll give you another shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Martinez in Argentina, if you're still watching your son. Oh my God. BD, did that ball bounce in there?
Yeah.
I have
believe it
no
did.
idea how that was called a strike. The ball bounced in there. One ball, two strikes on the batter. Swing and a miss, and down goes Martinez for the first out of the inning.
How about in the shortstop, number 4, Ryan Mauer.
Brings up the shortstop, Ryan Mayer. Migliavaca gets ahead with a strike. Count is 0-1. Big swing and a foul ball over to the on-deck circle. Mayer in the hole 0-2. Oh, 2 the count. Good pitch down low. Mayer stays off of it. Count now 1-2.
Oh, nice.
Good changeup. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Beautiful change up there.
Mayer goes down on strikes. With 2 away, brings up the first baseman, Justin Zimmerman. Ground ball to third. Ray Maki throws to first for the 3rd out. Ends the inning.
Top of the 2nd inning. No runs on 1 hit. There's 1 runner left on base.
For the Ohio Bombers in the top of the 2nd inning. No runs on 1 hit.
Home half of the
Remains scoreless after 1.5.
will bring Evans.
We are live from Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlins Network.
Now batting, the New York Gremlins in the home half of the 2nd inning. The shortstop.
Welcome back, folks. We're now in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Leading off for the Gremlins, shortstop Cole Evans. Evans, another great young ball player from New Zealand. Shortstop for the New Zealand national team. Ground ball to third. Martinez couldn't find it, not after he knocked it down. Evans safe at first.
It's very unfortunate there.
So with Evans on first base, brings up the right fielder, Brian Abry.
At the plate for the Gremlins, right fielder, number 33, Ryan Avery.
Wild pitch sends Evans to second. One and one, the count on Abry. Up high on that pitch. 3-1 now to Abry. Oh, God, there's a bomb. Yep, over the left field fence and out in the parking lot. Ricocheted off a Suburban.
I believe that's a Lincoln Navigator.
Might be a Lincoln Navigator. And the lights are on now. 2-run home run for Abry. Makes the score Gremlins 2. Ohio Bombers nothing. Probably not the best place to park that Lincoln Navigator out there, VD.
Absolutely
Unless you
not.
want a broken windshield. Hopefully you have some good comp insurance.
This is definitely not Nick McCurry up the bat.
Yeah, now batting is Blake Hunter. For some reason, he has Nick McCurry's jersey on, but it's definitely not Nick. Ground ball to third. Wild throw to first. Zimmerman can't hang on. Hunter safe at first on the air.
Now batting the catcher, number 3, Nick Mullins.
If that had been Nick, they'd have probably still had him.
I agree.
Nick Mullins the batter now, with Hunter on first and nobody out.
Nice pitch there.
Mullins is the 9th batter in the lineup, but on this team, somebody's got to bat 9th.
Yep,
All these guys could probably bat 3rd for any other team out there.
absolutely.
Big swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Mullins. High and outside. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Another big swing and a miss. Count is now full at 3-2. Runner on first and nobody out yet. Down goes Mullins. One out brings up the left fielder, Matthew Waugh.
This guy's Hunter. His wrong jersey on. His name's Hunter.
Blake Hunter.
Waugh takes a strike on the first pitch. Waugh just got under that one. High fly ball to center field. Center fielder makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Brings up the third baseman, Jerome Raymaki. Ground ball to first base. Zimmerman snags it, steps on the bag, and that ends the inning.
Well, the New York Gremlins in the second inning has 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 run left on.
For the Gremlins in the bottom of the second inning, 2 runs on 1 hit. Score now is Gremlins 2, Ohio Bombers 0. Going into the top of the third inning.
Live from
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Ohio Bombers is the left fielder, number 2, Andrew Weaver.
As we move to the top of the third inning, up first for the Ohio Bombers will be the left fielder, Andrew Weaver. Weaver attempts to bunt, pulls it back. 0-2 the count on Weaver. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Weaver out on strikes. Brings up the second baseman, Delmar Martin.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, Delmar Martin.
Big swing from Martin, foul ball. The actual count is 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm seeing 1-2 on the monitor and 2-3-1 on the scoreboard.
Mark's throwing him away. They're probably in the trash. Hey,
Full count now on the batter. And ball 4 to Delmar Martin. So we have a runner on first base with 1 out. Brings up the top of the order, center fielder Dustin Rutt. Fly ball to center field. Benny Noka grabs it. 2 away. Brings up the right fielder, Lucio Redimer.
You know, Mark, looking around here at the stands with a quick count, I'd say there's probably about 150 people out here for this game this evening.
Yes, VD, I think we've tripled or quadrupled our amount of fans from earlier in the day. Nice turnout tonight at the park. It is a beautiful night.
Oh, there's
wow,
a
there's
shot.
an absolute bomb. Dead center.
2 runs.
2-run shot for the Ohio Bombers. Lucio Redemar absolutely crushed that ball. Dead center over the flagpole. Brings up the designated player, Brandon Rutt.
Great pitch.
Great change up there, way out in front of it. 1-1 the count on Rutt. And VD, we now have a ball game
We
again.
do.
2-2, all
sure
tied.
do. That's what all the people came to see tonight.
Three 3-1 the count on Rutt. And Miklievaka loses him. Ball 4. So Rutt's on first base, 2 down. Brings up the catcher, Conrado Zanatino. Good pitch on the outside corner. 0-1 the count on Zanatino. Just a bit outside. Evens the count at 1-1. VD looking at that flagpole. That flag is dead still. There's not any breeze tonight.
No breeze.
So that ball that Redimer hit was an absolute blast.
It was.
Base hit in between third and short for Zanatino. Runners on first and second now. Brings up the third baseman, Laureano Martinez. Former player of the Ashland A's, Craig Scott, responsible for bringing Laurie to the United States originally. He had such an enjoyable time, he came back for more. Big swing by Laurie. 0-1 the count. Foul ball down the first base line. Count now 0-2. 2 down, runners on first and second. High fly ball to right field.
Great catch.
Great play by second baseman Blake Hunter, who drifts back and makes the catch. So that ends the inning for the Ohio Bombers, but they do grab 2 runs on the huge home run by Redimer. The score after 2.5, all tied at 2.
And we are still live here in Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlins Network.
We are back, folks. Leading off for the Gremlins in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The center fielder, all-world player, Ben Inoka. Big cut by Inoka. Brings the count to 1-2. Way outside VD. Good waste pitch there.
Sure
Didn't want to
was.
give him anything too good.
Nope.
Down 1-2.
Don't want to at all.
2-2 the count on Inoka. And a called 3rd strike on Inoka.
Now batting first baseman, number 8, Eric Ochoa.
Good job by Etchevers hitting that outside corner.
Yes.
With 1 away, brings up the first baseman, Eric Ochoa. That could be an opposite field blast
I
right
believe
there.
it is there,
And
Mark.
it is gone out in the parking lot, the road,
Just missed the truck driving by.
and hit another car. Opposite field blast for Ochoa. Makes the score 3-2 the Gremlins.
Now batting the designated player, number 53, Zenon Winters.
So with 1 away, brings up the designated player, Zenon Winters.
Oh, a little number.
Ground ball back. The pitcher has some funky spin on it. Off the pitcher's glove over to 3rd, and Winters beats it out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 34, Cole Evans.
Going back to Ochoa, this is how good these hitters are.
Yes.
Etchever's actually made a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Ochoa was so big and strong. Just extended his arms and smashed it over the left field fence. Not much you can do about that.
Not much at all. That was a shot.
So 1 out brings up the shortstop, Cole Evans. Three-1 the count on Evans. Etchever's set to deliver. Foul ball down the right field line. Big swing by Evans, down on strikes. 2 away. Brings up the right fielder, Brian Avery.
Batting the right fielder, number 33, Brian Avery.
That was a big cut by Evans.
Huge.
He was looking to get a couple on the
Yes,
board right there.
yes, he was. Good pitch there.
Yep, down the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Evens the count at 1-1. Avery's one hit the 2-run homer earlier, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Big swing and a miss. Count even at 2-2. 2 away, bottom half of the third inning. And a base hit into left field for Avery. Winter stops at second. So the Gremlins have runners at first and second. And the batter will be Blake Hunter.
I'm batting second baseman, Blake Hunter.
I wonder if Blake forgot to bring his jersey this weekend and had to borrow Nick's.
Said, Nick, I need your jersey. Help me out, brother. Big cut by Hunter. 0-1 the count. Misses down low. Count is now 1-1. 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Ball in the dirt. Winters hustles down to third. Two one the count on Hunter. That's a foul ball out of play. Count is now full, 3-2. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Swing and a miss, and Hunter's out on strikes. So that ends the inning for the Gremlins. They do pick up 1 run on 3 hits. Score after 3 complete. The Gremlins 3, Ohio Bombers 2.
And we are still live here in Ashland, Ohio with the Gremlins Network.
Leading off for the Ohio Bombers at the top of the 4th inning, the second baseman, Ryan Maher. And we've got a defensive change for the New York Gremlins. In the game at second base is Gonzalo Masmu, replacing Blake Hunter at second base.
Shortstop number 4, Ryan Mayer.
3-1 the count on Maher. Low and ball 4. So Maher draws the walk.
That's what the Bombers wanted, to get their first batter on first base.
Absolutely. Always good to get your leadoff batter on. So with nobody out, running on first base brings up the first baseman, Justin Zimmerman. We were just informed, VD, that this will be the last broadcast of the night. We will not be broadcasting the last game between the Ashland A's and Fisher Fastpitch.
That's unfortunate, but we need to get some sleep.
Yes. We need a rest. It's been a long day. Down goes Zimmerman on strikes. So with one away, brings up the left fielder, Andrew Weaver.
From what I understand, though, the winner of the next game will advance to pool play on Sunday. Is that correct?
That is correct. Base hit by Weaver through the first and second base hole. Run on first goes all the way to third. So the Ohio Bombers are in business here in the top of the fourth inning with runners on the corner and one out.
Snuck that one by the first baseman there.
Got a meeting at the mound with the Gremlins. The batter will be the second baseman, Delmar Martin.
Second baseman, number 5, Delmar Martin.
Great play by the Gremlins. Chopper out in front of the plate. Mullins grabbed it, fired to first. First baseman relayed it back home. Mullins blocked the plate and made the tag, and they're out of the inning.
Great heads-up play there.
Great play. That's why they are so good, making defensive plays like that.
The Bombers in the top of the fourth inning. No runs
So
on
what looked like a great opportunity for the Bombers was squashed by the double play.
Yes, it was.
Score remains.
So going into the bottom of the fourth inning, the score remains the Gremlins 3, the Ohio Bombers 2.
And we are here live from Ashland, Ohio with the Gremlins Network.
All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for the Gremlins, catcher Nick Mullins, who was part of that great double play this last half inning. It's actually a way better game than I expected.
Yes, it is.
3-2, tight ball game. Etchevers is actually throwing pretty good for the Ohio Bombers.
Mhm.
Pretty impressed with him. Two balls and one strike to Mullins.
Not a bad pitch.
Little high and outside, but close. But ball forward to Mullins. So he works his way down to first base. Brings up the top of the order now. Left fielder Matthew Waugh. got a pinch runner for Mullins. Looks like Tane Mumu will be pinch courtesy runner for Mullins, the catcher.
At first base.
Tane Mumu looks like he can fly. Weighs about 125 pounds, maybe.
I concur.
One the count on Wah. Bunt attempt, bunts it foul, so the count now is 1-2. So Wah will have to be swinging away on the next pitch.
It's just unreal the amount of bunts attempts I've seen this weekend, and do not get the bunt down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lost art compared to the old days of softball. Foul ball back to the screen on Mullins. Count still, or Wah's bat. Counts 1-2. Nobody out. Runner on first.
Oh. Pretty good pitch there.
I don't really have a problem with that.
No.
That was a really good pitch. That painted the corner pretty good.
It did.
Take a look at this on the screen. Yeah, that's a great pitch.
Now batting third baseman, number 6.
So Wah down on strikes. Brings up the third baseman, Jerome Remaki. One the count on Remaki. Echever's set to deliver. Up and in on Remaki. They say he went around, so it brings the count to 1-2. Good pitch in the outside corner. Remaki fights it off. Foul ball. So the count's still 1-2. High fly balls to the infield. Oh, second baseman drops it, but the runner on first was holding, so it's an easy force at second. That was a high pop up.
Oh, that thing was way up there. Nothing hurt there.
VD, what did your dad teach you when you were a youngster?
Use
On
both
pop-ups?
hands.
Use both hands. Second baseman did not use both hands, and he
did
dropped
not.
it.
Yep.
So 2 away, brings up the center fielder, Ben Inoka. 2-0 the count on Inoka. Whew. Big cut on that one. I was going to say, Inoka's been kind of quiet tonight.
Yes, he has.
He's about due to blast one himself.
Usually not the case with him.
Foul ball back to the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. Two pitch on the way from Etchevers. Outside, ball 3. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on first will be moving on the pitch. And outside, ball 4 to Inoka. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Ochoa is up, the first baseman, who blasted an opposite field home run to left last time up. Oh, huge swing by Ochoa.
Unreal.
I don't know if he'd have connected with that one. God knows where that went.
Mark, I just looked at my phone here and noticed it was 10 o'clock. We've been here announcing since 9 a.m. It's been a long day.
By my count, that's at a 13-hour day, VD.
that it would be.
Up high, 2 balls, 1 strike to Ochoa. We were severely underpaid by tournament director Craig Scott for 13 hours of work.
Absolutely.
All we got out of this was 2 hot dogs. But they were tasty. (3-1) the count on Ochoa. Ball 4 down the dirt, so that loads the bases. 2 away still, and that brings up the designated player, Zenon Winters. Now, VD, we're here announcing these games for free. For the same reason, we traveled the country playing ball and paying to play ball all those years.
Absolutely correct.
Because we love the game.
Yep. I'll tell you what, they have a good chance here to... Winters has a great chance to blow this game open.
Oh, yeah, he gets a hit here, finds a gap. This thing's going to be blown wide open. On the flip side, this would be huge for Etchevers
to get out of this.
Yep. It would be absolutely huge for the Ohio Bombers. Wow.
Wonder if we can see a replay on this here.
Got to see a replay on this. Check swing by Winters. Both umpires said he didn't go. Yeah. He definitely went.
Well, that's why we're not umpiring.
It's part of the game. Softball or baseball, the umpires will not always get it right. It's inevitable. Called strike on the second pitch, though. Brings the count to 1-1. Big swing by Winters. Got a little piece of it. Couldn't connect all the whole way, though. So we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Etchevers is 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam, which would be absolutely huge for him and the Bombers.
Big time.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he does it. Etchevers out of the jam, leaves the bags loaded, and what a performance by Etchevers to get out of that mess. Gremlins had a chance to blow the game wide open there, and Etchevers shut the door down. So no runs on the inning for the Gremlins. After 4 complete, the Gremlins still lead 3-2. We've got a ball game, BD.
Live from Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlin Network.
Back live, folks. Ashland, Ohio, Brookside Park. Ashland A's Invitational, 3rd annual. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The Ohio Bombers are now batting. Up for them right now is the top of the order. Center fielder, Brandon Rutt. Hell of a ball game here, VD.
Yes, it is.
3-2 in the 5th inning.
Bombers are hoping to get somebody on base here and get some runs scored.
I mean, looking at the scoreboard, Gremlins only have 4 hits. That's a pretty good performance out of Etchevers so far.
Sure is.
To hold a stacked lineup like that down.
Well, we saw the same thing earlier today in the Lumberjacks game.
Yes.
At max is 3 games, so like last weekend. You're in the gold bracket. All right, I'll see if we're in here. If not, I'll see what time we get home.
Chopper out in front of the plate. Migliavaca scoops it up, throws over to first to get the first out of the inning. With 1 away, brings up the right fielder, Lucio Retamar. 2-0 the count on Retimer. Looks like that pitch slipped out of Migliavacca's hand on that last
Yes, it
delivery.
did.
Well, somebody did mention they needed some Gorilla Glue rags.
Yep.
And you wouldn't go down to your store to get any, so that could happen.
That could happen.
You could have made a sale here tonight, but you chose not to. Two the count on Retimer.
Unfortunately, with the tight ship we were running here, there was no time.
Well, I saw Mitch here earlier. He could have went down and got a box and brought it back here.
That's true.
Full count on Retimer.
Working this corner on him. Pokes one foul there.
Retimer calls timeout. Looks like he has something in his eyes. Full count, 1 out, nobody on base.
Oh, that could drop.
Dumps
It
that
is
down the
dropping.
left field line. Falls in front of the left fielder. So the Bombers have a runner on base with 1 out. Brings up the designated player, Brandon Rutt. Gremlins coach Greg Leather out of the dugout. We'll see what's going to happen here. I didn't see if they're warming anybody up back there or not.
Didn't see or hear anything. Could be wrong.
Evidently they are, because Migliavacca is coming out. In comes the 19-year-old phenom. We get to see him once again, Jack Beesgrove from Australia. I've seen him pitch a couple times on these live feeds from other tournaments, but finally got to see him pitch in person, and unbelievable. The kid throws gas
He does.
with a lot of movement.
That's what I said.
From up here in the press box and not in the batter's box, that white label on his glove kind of bothers. I think it would bother me as a batter.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Maybe that's intentional.
Maybe it is.
Batting for the Ohio Bombers, the designated player, number 27, Brandon Rutt.
So Beesgrove on the pitch, 1 out. Retimer on first base, and Brandon Rutt, the batter, the designated player. Well, Not quite sure what the count is here. I think my scorekeeper's falling asleep over here.
I believe the count is 3-1.
3-1 is the count to Rut. Full count on Rut, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Down goes Rut.
Did a good job working back there on that batter.
Yeah, absolutely. What impresses me the most about this kid, he's a pitcher. He's not a thrower. He knows what he's doing. He's got control. He works the corner. He's got movement. He's an absolute real deal.
Yes.
For 19 years old.
Oh, it's unreal. What's the discussion here we're having? I think nothing.
The batter now is Conrado Zanatino, the catcher for the Ohio Bombers. So we get 2 away. Count is 0-2.
What a scoop.
Ground ball to
first.
shortstop. Throw over from Evans was in the dirt. Great scoop by Ochoa to dig it out, and the inning is over. So Beesgrove comes in and slams the door.
For the Bombers in the top of the 5th inning, no runs on 1 hit and 1 run left on base.
For the Bombers in that inning, no runs on 1 hit.
Four remains.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score, still the Gremlins 3, the Ohio Bombers 2.
Live from Ashland, Ohio, on the Gremlins Network.
All right, folks, here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Gremlins will be shortstop Cole Evans. Actually, he's been kind of quiet tonight, too.
Yep.
He's been hitting the ball real well all year, so looking for him to break out tonight. Two-0 with the count on Evans. Pitch is high. That moves the count to 3-0. And ball 4 straight balls to Evans. So leadoff batter is on for the Gremlins. Brings up the right fielder, Brian Avery.
Nice location there on that pitch.
Yes, down in the zone.
Mhm.
Called strike. Counts now 1-1.
That must have been a little lower.
Yeah, I don't think the pitcher's thrilled with that call. 2-1. Oh, hell of a catch by the
Wow.
center fielder.
Great diving
That ball
catch.
was headed for the gap. Center fielder went over, dove in the gap to snag it. Center fielder Dustin Rutt, great catch out there.
Good thing there's a little bit of dew on that outfield grass. Gave him a good slide.
Good slide. So with one away, brings up Blake Hunter.
Get that stuff from my neighbor.
Foul ball back to the screen, brings the count to 1-1 on Hunter. Pop foul over behind first base down the right field line. Good hustle by the right fielder. Couldn't make the grab, so 1-2 is the count. Pop fly on the third base side this time. Shortstop goes over and makes the catch. So Hunter retired on the pop-up to short. 2 away, brings up the catcher, Nick Mullins.
The catcher, number 3, Nick Mullins.
Runner goes. Evans, throw it into center field. He's going to stay at second. Good job by the center fielder to back up the throw. He was right there. Would not allow Evans to pop up and go to third. So the center fielder, Brandon Rutt's having an inning. Awesome catch. And then a good play, good heads-up play there, backing up that throw. Two outs, runner on second. Count was 1 ball and no strikes to Nick Mullins.
Not sure where that missed at.
I'm pretty sure that's a strike, VD. I'm not going to lie, this ump behind the plate's struggling a little bit this game.
Yes.
We didn't get the replay on that, so
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to take a look at that again. But 2-0, the count. Here comes the pitch. Ball low to Mullins. 3-0's the count. There's a strike. 3-1 the count now. And high and away and ball 4. So Mullins trots down to first base on the walk. Rolls it back over to the top of the order with Matthew Waugh. Courtesy runner comes in. Tane Mumu for Nick Mullins. So with 2 outs, brings up Matthew Waugh. Big swing from Waugh, comes up empty. Count now 1-1.
Good pitch there, I'll tell you.
Wow. I think he missed another one there.
Yep.
Etchever's clearly upset with the umpire. Let's see the replay, VD. Here it is. Oh, my. Yeah, that was right down the middle. Three won the count on Waugh. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And low and ball 4. So the bases are loaded.
For the big man.
The big man is up. Jerome Remaki, the third baseman.
I bet third baseman number 6, Jerome Remaki.
Once again, here we are. See if he can get out of the inning or if Remaki can open it up wide open.
Coach out for the Ohio Bombers to have a little huddle at the mound. I'm sure it's just to settle Etchever's down because he's clearly upset with the ump. Couple of missed calls this inning, in our opinion. Not a bad idea just to come out and say, hey, you're all right, get your head back in this thing.
Yep.
Got to get a big out here.
Yep. Calm him down a little bit.
Ball low to Remaki. 1-0 is the count. Another pitch low, almost in the dirt. 2-0 the count on Remaki. 2-0, bases loaded. I would think he'd be coming out of his shoes on this next swing. Nope, low again. 3-0.
There's a strike.
There's a strike right down the middle. Brings the count to 3-1. Ball 4 to Remaki. So he walks, brings in a run, makes it 4-2 now. And it doesn't get any easier for Etchevers as Ben Inoka strolls to the plate.
How about in the center field, number 89, Ben Inoka.
Still 2 down, bases loaded. 4-2 Gremlins, bottom of the 5th inning.
Oh,
Oh, that I'm pretty sure that hit Inoka.
Noka. Did he? Umpire did call a dead ball.
I
Not for hit. Okay, not for hitting the batter.
All right, so it did not hit Inoka. It was just a ball, but a pass ball brings another run in. Actually, not a pass ball, wild pitch. So it's now 5-2 the Gremlins. Runners at second and third. Big swing by Inoka. Comes up empty. 1-1 the count on Inoka. Foul ball behind the backstop. Brings the count to 1-2. Another foul ball back to the screen.
I think he'd like that pitch back.
Yes. Pretty good pitch there by Etchevers.
Just a little bit outside there.
Just a bit outside. Almost nipped the corner. 2-2 the count. And pops him up. Center fielder comes in, makes the catch. So they escaped the inning without too much damage, but they did pick up 2 runs. So the score after 5 complete innings, the Gremlins 5, the Ohio Bombers 2.
The Gremlins at the bottom of the 5th inning.
We are live from Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlins Network.
After 5 complete, the Gremlins 5.
Back live here at Brookside Park, top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Ohio Bombers, third baseman Lori Martinez. Ladislav Malarchek checks into the game at second base for Blake Hunter. One the count on Martinez. Full count now to Martinez. And swing and a miss. Martinez goes down on strikes. So one away. Brings up the shortstop, Ryan Mayer.
I'm going to guess the Bombers have not seen much pitching like this guy here.
I don't think a lot of people have. Swing and a miss, and down goes Mayer. So two away brings up the first baseman, Justin Zimmerman.
I'll tell you, the mix of his pitch is unreal.
Yeah, he's got so much movement and throws so hard. It's just totally impressive. It really is. Two balls and one strike on Zimmerman. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. There's a foul ball into the first base dugout. And that's just unfair. A wicked changeup. Good God.
Wow.
Down goes Zimmerman to end the inning. So no runs, no hits for the Ohio Bombers in the top of the sixth inning. So coming into the home half of the sixth inning, the score is still the Gremlins 5, Ohio Bombers 2.
Still live here in Ashland, Ohio, on the Gremlins Network.
Leading off for the Gremlins in the bottom of the sixth inning was Eric Ochoa. Lifts the first pitch high into right field, just under that thing, or that'd have been gone. So the right fielder makes the grab. So one away. Brings up the designated player, Zenon Winters. One to count on Winters. Ground ball down the first base line. Zimmerman grabs it, steps on first for the second out of the inning. With two away, brings up the shortstop, Cole Evans.
Good pitch.
Caught the low outside corner, VD.
Sure did.
Evens the count at 1-1. Another good pitch in the outside corner. Evans in the hole now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two the count now on Evans. Up high, ball 4. So Evans draws the walk. 2 outs, runner on first. Brings up the right fielder, Brian Abry.
Batting the right fielder, number 33, Brian Avery.
Good pitch there.
Good pitch on the outside corner. Brings the count to 1-2. Good hit and run. Runner was taking off. Second baseman went over to cover. Abry punched it to the opposite field where the second baseman should have been. Easy base hit for Abry.
Batting the second baseman, number 24, Ladislav Malarchuk.
So now we have 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Brings up the second baseman, Ladislav Malarchuk.
Thought that was a pretty decent pitch there.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Checking out Malarchek's hands, kind of different than everybody else. Kind of has a gap in between his two hands, so they're not together. But you can't argue with his results.
Nope.
One, two the count on Malarchek. 2 away. Runner on first and second. Lone away. Malarchek stays off of it. 2-2 the count. High pop up to the infield. First baseman Zimmerman can't make the grab. So new life for Malarchek.
That ball was well up in the
That was
air.
sky high. Ball 3 low and away. We got a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Both runners will be moving on the pitch.
Ball 4.
And low and away and ball 4. So the bases are loaded again.
I think we've seen this several times this evening. 2 outs, bases loaded.
Coach for the Bombers is out of the dugout. Looks like we might have a pitching change. Actually not. They just brought a towel out to dry his arm and his hand off a little bit. I actually like the fact that they're leaving him in VD.
I do too.
He should have been out of this inning.
Yep.
If the first baseman catches that ball, they're out of the inning.
Yep.
Now batting
And he's thrown a great
number
game.
3, Nick Mullins.
I mean, basically only have given up 5 hits to the Gremlins so far.
It's pretty good.
So Mullins the batter now. One the count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Gremlins with a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's
Strike 2, delayed call by the umpire. Count is now 1-2. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. High again, brings us to a full count. And once again, the runners will be on the move with the pitch.
yes, they will.
A gapper could be trouble here. Foul ball down the right field line. Up against the fence. Right fielder made a good try, but couldn't come up with it. Foul ball behind us over top the press box. Count remains 3-2.
Well, beautiful
And
pitch.
strike three. Mullins takes one right down the middle for called strike three. Again, Etchevers does a hell of a job getting out of that inning. That could have been ugly.
Yep.
So Gremlins leave the bases loaded again.
1 hit. There were 3 runners left on base.
So going into the top of the 7th inning, the score remains the Gremlins 5,
Gremlins 5.
Ohio Bombers 2.
You are watching the Gremlins Network live in Ashland, Ohio.
All right, softball fans, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning here at Brookside Park in Ashland, Ohio. Last chance for the Ohio Bombers. Leading off is the left fielder, Andrew Weaver. Two-0 the count on Weaver. Foul ball back to the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. Low and outside. Full count now on Weaver. And right down the middle, called strike three. So one away. Brings up the second baseman, Delmar Martin.
Second baseman. Number 5, Delmar Martin.
That was some quick work there.
Yeah. Starts that hook out over the left-hander's batter box and comes right in on the righty over the
Yep.
plate. One the count on Martin. Wicked changeup.
Oh, yes.
Drops in there for strike two. 1-2 the count on Delmar Martin. And swing and a miss, strike three. So the Ohio Bombers are down to their last out.
Batting center field.
Brings up the leadoff batter, center fielder Dustin Rutt.
Runs allowed, then sometimes it's
Strike on the outside corner, evens the count at 1-1. Beesgrove works pretty fast too. He doesn't mess around out there.
No, he doesn't.
Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Ohio Bombers down to their last strike now. And strike 3 ends the game. Good ball game. Gremlins come out on top by a score of 5-2.
New York Gremlins 5, Ohio Bombers 2. Final game of the evening.
So I'm assuming the Gremlins will be the number 1 seed
Yes.
heading into the
Yes.
playoffs tomorrow.
Yes.
against Fisher
So
Fastpitch.
time of their game to be determined.
We would like to thank all of you listeners out there for listening tonight. And if you listen today, thank you. And, Mark, you got anything else to say before we sign off for the night?
Yeah, we will be signing off for the night. This is the last broadcast of the night, so we will be back in the morning, 9 o'clock, for the first game. Teams to be determined. We don't know the exact schedule yet, but please tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock and check out the playoff action to see who wins the tournament tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
And again, we are live from Ashland, Ohio on the Gremlins Network.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. The best quality live softball, on demand so you can watch when you want. Become a premier member now. Softball